How many times has he said that, bro? Like,
I
why
feel
does
like
he
he
keep
said
saying
that.
that?
I feel like he said that the last like 3
I keep getting
interviews.
updates on my phone. Warriors update. Steve Kerr. Steph will play if he's healthy. Like, how many times has he said this now?
He said I feel like the last 3 or 4 interviews he said the same thing.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Might be one of the saddest times I've seen an organization, bro. Like, I never seen a
Bro,
team this just broken. Like, and
Brizo,
it's just sad.
it literally, bro, from where we were last year, where like we all felt we were an injury away from the conference finals, to now like this is sort of like a glimpse and like a window into what the post Steph era probably is like. It's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like maybe some scrappy G leaguers, and you got some guys that are working to establish a spot in the league. You got Guy Santos out there. He's playing hard every night. He's competing. Pods is trying to rack up his numbers, but we're not really going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna beat the Wizards. You're gonna you're gonna squeak out a win against maybe the Nets. You might win a couple of. You might even win against the Mavs. But you're not.
They might compete with Denver on Sunday. The way Denver looks right now,
Yeah,
Denver,
no,
Denver
yeah.
had a guy have a 20-point triple double. Jamal Murray had 50, and they only won by 6. Bro,
I know. I saw. Yeah, we were keeping tabs on that. Yeah, you're right. Murray went for 53, and Jokic went for
those
bro.
are 2K numbers, bro.
But you know what it is? Yeah, you're right. Because they don't. And we beat. It's crazy because we actually beat Denver early in the like after Steph was hurt.
Yeah, like right
And
after the break.
yeah, bro. We somehow squeaked away the win.
Yeah, but with no Horford. But did they give an update on Horford?
Horford is going to continue to be out. They signed Yurt 7 to another 10-day.
Bro, that guy stinks, bro. Like you telling
Yeah,
me there's no other guy we could sign
he's
on
just
the
a
10 day?
body. I think he's
But
just
he's
a
not
body.
even just a body. He's shooting 30% from the field as a big. How's that even possible?
So Horford,
We couldn't get Dwight Howard out of retirement or some shit.
they said Horford will miss a 7th straight game uh, um, against the Wizards.
Who announced that?
Slater just now.
That's it. Like there's no update. Like what happened to like he's gonna be reevaluated.
No, he's just gonna miss against the Wizards, according to Steve.
But is he gonna be back or is he just not? If he's not coming back, why don't they just say he's not, bro?
It sounds like he'll be out. Well, they said at least a week, but it's a calf, and he's 40 years old. So if you're a 40-year-old with a calf injury, I think they're gonna. I think a 1 week injury is probably gonna be 2 or 3 weeks. I think they're gonna. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't play for the month of March. He might be out until April.
Dead ass, bro. Just bring him. Just if Steph comes back, bring him back. If Steph doesn't come back, don't bring him back, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, Brizo, this season is just this
That
is one of
Moody
those
injury
seasons.
just made everything worse, bro.
I agree. I feel like with Moody, we could have
I
at
think if we
least.
had Moody tonight, bro, the game would. I think we would
Oh
have
yeah,
won
we would
easily.
have. He would have had like 19 points, like five boards. He would have defended pretty well. Like Moody, and I'm not even super high on Moody, but I feel like just his like compared to the rest of the roster, he's way more talented. Like you look at our guard play, we have no one because Melton's been struggling like crazy. If Melton was better, we wouldn't be it wouldn't be as much of an issue. But you saw Melton tonight was not good until like the fourth quarter. Fourth
Yeah,
quarter,
because
then
what we're asking Melton to do is not even his game, bro. Like he's good. He's good. Like he can be your like third playmaker on the floor, but if he's your main guy, bro, because Pod's numbers look good, but if you really watch the game, he doesn't create separation on anyone, bro. If it's not an open three or an open layup, he's not scoring. Like it looks nasty. Or if he did a couple like he foul baited a couple times today, got to the free throw line. I think he got fouled on a three. He got fouled a couple times going to the rim. But other than that, it's just like his game process is just terrible. Like he has no wiggle. He's just very slow laterally. Like
do you
you'll
think
look
if
at the numbers, 22, 6, and 5, but if you
do you
watch the
think if
game, it didn't feel like that.
if Zaire Williams closed the fourth, do you think they win the Nets?
Maybe, but I don't know. He sucks too, though. Like he just had a good game. But
Yeah,
if you watch them, like he's barely in the rotation when the Nets are healthy, and that's telling you a lot. So
bro.
I don't know. We probably lose the game though. Maybe the way he was playing.
Pods had 8 free throws tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's bro, 8 point. That's 8 out of 2022. How many did you make?
He made all 8.
Wow, that has to be a first.
Yeah, he made all 8.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Yeah, man, I'm just a lot of guys on this roster. I just don't care for anymore, bro. Like Draymond, like bro, if you want to come back and play a bench role, be a veteran, then okay, I don't mind. You know, you're a franchise legend. Like nobody's gonna kick you to the curb if you want to do that. But
I
if he
think he'd
doesn't
be
want to
willing
do
to come
that,
off the bench.
no. But it can't be coming off the bench like he's our sixth man. Like those days are over, bro. Like we need to move on, man. Like
So
Draymond has to be the type of guy. Like he needs to be in the
where
Horford
do you
role.
want him? The seventh man?
He needs to be in Horford when he was actually not Horford was starting in Boston. I can't even say Horford. I want him in like could I even say Otto Porter? I can't even say that.
No. Otto was a better
I want him in
rebounder.
a belly roll.
So like a 10th, like that's like a ninth or 10th. That's like a
Ninth,
10th man.
eighth, ninth man, eighth man
It's
at
like a
best.
ninth man. Yeah.
Yeah, like ninth man, eighth man. Like you know, like if you get into a playoff series, like this is like one of the options you can use. Like, you know, not your first option, maybe not your second, but like your third. But like it could work at times, like for certain matchups, you know? I don't want him to be like for a game like today, this is when Draymond just think like he's just terrible to watch. Like that's why last year, you remember when we lost to that Spurs game when Harrison Barnes hit that buzzer beater?
Yep.
Games like that, we just struggle because it's like all these young teams are athletic as fuck. You're not getting away with this Draymond at the five for the whole game. Like that shit's not working. Like you can get away with it when you're actually trying to win and you have Steph and Jimmy and you're playing these like contenders. Like you can get away with it in certain games. But like the games where like the Hornets are in town or like the Spurs like last year or like the Kings last year, you can't get away with that shit anymore, bro. Because Draymond's not gonna be going hard like 100%. And if Draymond's not going 100%, he's one of the worst players in the NBA. Like it's not even like his skill level offensively is so bad. You can't even say he's a good passer because he turns over the ball more than he like he'll pass the ball. So it's like there's not a single nice thing I can even say about him. Like that's how bad he's been. Like that's like
Yeah.
bro, he's reached rock bottom. Like when you watch him, bro, and some of the times I always defend Draymond when guys like in the media talk about, oh, like he'd be nothing without Steph, this is that. But like when you watch him now, it's like, bro, like everything they're saying is right. But obviously he was better in the past, but like right now it's just like
He was the problem is we forgot how
he just never
generational he
worked on
was.
his game, bro.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's exactly. I
Clay
mean,
too. Clay was the same way, bro. I remember Gilbert Arenas said it one time, and guys were like getting mad about it. But I'm like, bro, like I understood it though. Like I said that about Clay so much. I'm like, yo, Clay never really got better. Like he didn't add nothing to his bag. Like he can't dribble. He doesn't finish well at the rim. Like he's just an elite sniper. But like if you really watched him, even throughout his prime years, he came back. He came season after season, not adding shit. Like Clay was missing layups in his primes. You don't remember the Clay? What did they used to say?
they call it clay ups.
The clayups, bro. Like people try to act like, oh no, he got no, bro. He missed layups in his prime, bro. I remember Clay having 5 points in playoff games. Like these type of guys, I don't know. Like,
True.
but the thing is, Clay's just Draymond. They're just competitors, and sometimes it just works out that way. But you know, but if you don't work on your game, you're not gonna last long. So you see the guys that last long, guys that are skilled. Like a guy like DeMar DeRozan is still lasting because he's skilled, or James Harden, all these
Yeah.
other guys, Drew
Yeah.
Holiday, the older guys. And then look how Draymond and Clay's careers are ending. It catches up to you, bro.
I think Clay. I'm gonna be honest with you though. If he doesn't deal with those injuries, which were like they were like the
Yeah,
worst
career
injuries.
altering. Yeah, because Clay has the ultimate cheat code with his shooting. Draymond doesn't have anything offensively, and he's bro. Do you see, and every time now when you look at Draymond on the court, he looks so small. Like in that Dallas
That's what I'm
game,
saying. Yep.
PJ Washington, all these guys are just towering over him, bro. Marvin Bagley, like it's like,
You know the game that I was like, bro, it was bad. It was last year, like you said against the Spurs, and you
when
brought
Kendall
up
Johnson.
Harris, bro. Before Harrison Barnes game winner, people forget we were up by like 7 or 8 points in the
Yeah, we
fourth quarter,
were.
and Keldon Johnson said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna drive my shoulder into your chest for 4 straight possessions." And just bucket, 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 and it was just like, And when I saw that, I saw Keldon Johnson just kind of bully him. Like he just went right into like he didn't have any fear, any hesitant, like no hesitation. He was just like getting to the rim, like just finishing over. And when I saw that, I was like, damn, bro. Like, and that was Draymond. He was actually playing at a depoy level. Like, so that was and you could say, oh, it was one bad game, but that was like a sign of like he could get his lunch took by like a role player. And now, like you said, this year, you're seeing it more regularly. You're seeing it more regularly. Like all these like role players, and there's games where like you see, there's games where Draymond, I don't even, I can't even recall a key defensive stop. I can't like tonight. I don't even. I remember Porzingis made a few under the rim, but I can't remember if Draymond did. I think Draymond might have had one. But like that's my point though. So in years past, Draymond used to like be impactful defensively to the point where it would offset his limitations on the other end. Now, you could argue there's games where he's a negative defensively. You could because if a team is so big out there
I don't know. I don't know
that
if I'd go that far, but
there's games, but Brizo, there's games like okay,
I think his offense just makes him too much of like it's just so much of a negative that his defense just doesn't doesn't balance it anymore, bro. That's the main.
do you
I think his
think
offense is still the biggest issue, bro.
no, his offense is the biggest issue, but I'm saying that like bro, I'm telling you Brizo,
Cause you can't play like, bro. When I tell you this guy, like there'll be nights where he plays like he's playing well, like he'll hit a couple threes to make the defense honest, whatever.
all right, let me ask you this.
You can't play modern basketball with him on the floor,
Do you think he has significantly regressed offensively from last year to this year?
bro. He I don't even know.
I
He
don't think
was
he
he
has.
was he was bad last year, but the difference is you had two really
Yeah,
good
Jimmy
players.
covered it up. Jimmy covered it up a little
Jimmy, and
bit.
then you have Steph Curry who makes everything like Draymond does a little handoff to him. Steph shoots
I
over
don't
two
think I'm gonna be
guys, and
honest
they'll be
with you.
like, "Yo, look at the connection." What? This guy's
I don't
shooting
think
over two guys,
but no, that's true. That's true. And
bro.
people will give like Draymond credit for
Oh,
that.
he's the point guard of the team. I'm like, bro.
But here's the thing though. I think the drop off is I mean offensively he's always been, I mean he's been a negative this entire decade. And I'm talking about from the start of the 2020s. You look
But
at the start of the,
we had more weapons around him though. Like
but I
now, like
think
that's
the
why I
key
just blame the front office, bro. Like, how do you construct the roster? Like, bro, these guys, their job is every summer. How do we like make this team better? How do we make the product better? How do they? I want to know what they say in the like. Are these guys blind? These guys have to have. They have to have guys in there with high basketball IQs. There is no way they're watching film in the summer, like in the off season looking at how we play and thinking, yo, yeah, let's add less shooting around Draymond. Yeah, let's just keep Looney. Let's keep TJD. Yeah, let's sign slow mo. Yeah, it's gonna work. Like, how do they even think that? Like, what's the thought process? Like, how did they come to those conclusions? Like, yeah, let's keep Kaminga. Yeah, Jimmy Butler. Okay, but we're not gonna put.
GP2.
Let's close games with GP2, Draymond, and Jimmy. Yep, and Pods.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what they. Yep.
how do you
No,
come to that conclusion? Like like how you're making the lives of your best players like bro, look at all the good teams, bro. Even Denver is not the greatest team, but like bro, their team makes sense. They have shooting, they have weapons everywhere. The Spurs don't get me started. Okay, even OKC. Houston, like Houston's they just play CTE basketball, but like they still have weapons like around. Like they can't really shoot. Minnesota, like we just we, I'll never forget last year our playoff lives on the line. We closed the game with 3 6'2" guards, and two of those guards they might as well be called bigs because they don't do anything offensively like a guard. Like Pods and GP2, they were borderline useless in that game. GP2, there was one play Steph got blitzed at half court. GP2 took the ball. He had a floater. He didn't even look at the rim. He passed it to Draymond. Draymond and look at. We had two niggas not even looking at the rim, bro.
bro, I'm
And
telling
that's
you.
why I hate when people on the TL be talking about, oh God, you
All right,
want to
wait,
trade
Breezer,
for
Breezer.
Trey Murphy, it's not
Let
gonna
me
make
ask
a
you this.
difference, or you
Let
trade
me
for
ask you
this
this, right?
guy. Like,
No, I want Trey. I think Trey Murphy's been a great option even with when we had Jimmy, like people would scoff at Trey Murphy, like, bro, the guy's a 20 point per game
Bro,
scorer.
we were never that far, bro. We just needed
He's six
trades
nine.
around the margins,
He
bro.
has a handle. He can shoot. He can finish at the rim. He's big. He's skilled. He's young. He's athletic, bro. Like it's a no brainer. 6'9", can shoot, can handle, can score, he's even got a little defense to him. Like
Yeah, but
if he's in the
these
ring,
guys want to keep saying, "Oh, we're gonna get Giannis." Like, bro, why in the hell would Giannis want
I
to come
think
here?
people
First of all,
rejected. Let's be honest with the Trey Murphy thing. It was so okay. If you ask the front office, it was because, like you said, like the Giannis, and they want to strike big. They want to get a home run. Like they don't want to go for singles and doubles. They want to hit a home run. But if you ask the fan base, there was a large cohort of the fan base that would push against the Trey Murphys and some of these other names that were brought up because, maybe they expected Kaminga to be that guy. But it was never going to work out with Steve. The way Steve, he made it clear back in November. In November, it was obvious. JK had like a couple of bad games, and Steve just kind of scrapped the whole, situation there. And it was never the same. Never recovered. That's what happened. But let me ask you this: you would agree that Guy Santos is better than Draymond, right? And I've been saying this for a while.
for an 82 game season,
Like right now, like is he a better player moving forward?
he is like he's better. He's better offensively,
Is someone snoring in the background?
defensively. He's
No.
not defensive.
Defensively,
Yeah,
okay,
defensively, he's
I would
not.
agree. I'd agree. Yeah, defensively he's not. But overall, for 82 games, do you think Guy Santos moving forward? I mean, in the playoffs, I'm sure Draymond would perform better, right? Like you would assume that defensively he would play better offense. Like with Steph, Jimmy, like you would assume that when the games mean more and you could lock in and key in on a matchup and you have your guys available, Draymond would play better. But what I'm asking is, so you would agree that Guy's probably been better this season and moving forward will be better?
Yeah, yeah. I think
Okay.
next season he'll be better. I think moving forward, like the only issue is with Gee, like we just don't know how he'll respond in big games. Like we still haven't seen
Yeah,
him
yeah, that's
in that
fair. That's
setting.
fair. But I think one of the games that gave me some hope was against the Thunder. He actually played. This was like a few weeks
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that
I thought he
game.
played okay in
Even
that game.
The Knicks game too.
Yeah, the Knicks. Yep, yep. That's
The,
what I'm saying. So I think Gee. We just have to see what he looks like. But I like his energy. I like him. I think he's a good player. But let me ask you this: Do you think it's too far to say GP2 has been better than Draymond this year?
oh hell no, GP2 definitely been better. GP2 is literally, bro. The issue, like with GP2, when people get at GP2, it's not even more so him. It's more so that he has to play with guys like Draymond. So like when GP2 is not on the floor with Draymond, the thing with GP2, like if he's actually forced to score, he can actually score under the rim. Draymond can't score. Like he can't elevate for layups. He's not really hitting jump shots, and then he has no athleticism whatsoever. Like GP2 can still dunk the ball. Like GP2 is probably our best finisher, bro. I'm not, I'm dead ass not even trolling.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm
He
telling you,
probably is our best finisher.
like, bro, GP2, I actually think
And GP2, the
offensively,
thing is, people forget GP2 was a guard, like in college. Like his whole life, he was a
he
guard.
was. He was.
He turned into this when he came to the Warriors, like because he's seen the way we played. Like he just became this screener. Like he was a rolling, like he was 6'2" big man. But before that, he was a guard his whole life. Like he was a point in the G League. He was a point guard. Like so,
Bro, I'm telling you, Rizzo, like, if GP2 has been better, nobody would have ever thought
GP2
in a
been
million.
balling since like the break.
I would have never, ever, ever thought that GP would be better than Draymond this season. I just never would have expected. Like, I don't think anybody thought that would have happened.
Bro, in the beginning of the season, you remember everybody wanted GP2 off the team.
Yeah, no, I was in that. Bro. I thought he
I
was,
didn't really
bro.
care about GP2 because he was making a minimum.
In that Wolves series, he looked so bad, so like
Yeah,
it
he's
was terrible.
terrible. But I think that was more to do with Steph. But
Yeah, that's true. But you know what's impressive? He's been playing at this level without Steph.
Yeah, that's why I'm more shocked. But I
That's
don't know.
like
But
that is kind of
maybe it's just
crazy.
March basketball though. I don't take March basketball that serious.
Yeah, yeah, but like you look at Porzingis and like bro, they low key have a good 2-man game.
They
Like he'll
they, they
find
do
GP on him,
because, but I think a
you know.
lot of guys, even Jimmy had a good 2 man game with GP too.
He did. Remember that
The
game he
issue
had
has
like.
always been Draymond, bro.
Hmm.
He clogs up everything, bro. Because all the things they want to do, Jimmy could do. Like Jimmy, like that's why like even going back to like the Kaminga thing, like I can understand people's frustration because it's like, yo, why not try to play? Because I still think Kaminga's flawed. Like I watched him today, he still has the same habits. Like 'cause in the Hawks games, he's forcing things, he's double teamed, guys are open, he's not kicking it out. He's going back to his old ways. But the issue is we never really tried him playing with Jimmy and Steph like more normal lineups because we stuck to keep forcing playing Draymond when literally you have Jimmy, who's a better version
Hmm.
of Draymond that can score. Like everything Draymond does offensively, Jimmy can do, but better. So it's like it just didn't make sense. Like why not put Kaminga in the GP2 role with next to Jimmy and Steph? Like that makes more sense, but you can't you never got the opportunity
You
because
don't think Steve tried that?
he did, but like the issue, bro. If you put Steve on a lie detector, bro, I think it has more to do with Draymond than what people think. And also, I do think Kaminga obviously plays a part, like just the way he played. If Kaminga was just a little bit, how do I say this? If he had a little bit higher IQ, bro, and I'm not saying it's a
I
disrespectful
don't
way.
even think, but you know what I think it is too. If bro, some of it's also just the skill set. Like if you see how Moody's like a pretty like he's a pretty good shooter. Like I would say
Yeah, but
he's
Moody can
above
shoot
average.
though, because Moody can play in any lineup because he can shoot.
That's what I'm saying. If Kaminga could shoot even like close
If
to
Kaminga
like
can shoot,
Moody,
he'd be our third best player by
that's what I'm saying. Like I think
easily.
the biggest issue is the jumper, and also the way Steve wanted J.K. to play. He he essentially wanted to cut out and eliminate anything in between the paint and the three. Like he wanted J.K. to live in the paint, like live in the paint. If you look at what J.K. is doing in Atlanta, he's taking some mid-range shots and he's taking more threes than you would think. He's having games where he's making 2 or 3 threes. I mean, he had a game against the Wizards. I think he hit 4 threes. Like he's having games where he's
Yeah, but
attempting
those but the
four or five
blowout
threes.
games though, you can't really take much of it. Like
But I
the
think Atlanta's
threes,
allowing him.
yeah.
But I think they're letting him just if you're open, shoot. Like that's the message. Whereas with Steve, I think the message was attack the offensive boards, run in
They didn't
transition.
mind him shooting the open threes. They didn't want him shooting the mid range jump shots.
Yeah, the mid range was
No, but the
that was the
thing is,
main
bro,
thing.
but if Draymond's out the way, it's more clear though because if he's playing next to Jimmy and Steph, we never saw that lineup to be honest. Like the step where it was just Steph, Jimmy, and JK. It was never those three. It was always Steph, JK, and Draymond, or like JK, Jimmy, and Draymond, like with Steph. Like they never tried where it was just Steph, JK, and Jimmy. We never seen that.
So apparently Draymond had a 4-minute speech about why he's not quitting on the season, front runners, how to gain respect in the NBA, and
Oh my god, man.
his commitment to the Warriors
Bro, tell that nigga
organization.
shut up, bro. Bro. We
You know,
know your ass gave up, bro. We can tell by your bro. We've been watching Dre. How long have you been watching Draymond Green, bro?
literally since he came into the NBA.
How early into a game can you tell when this nigga is not locked in, bro, or he just doesn't care,
You could probably tell within the first 3 minutes.
bro? And this nigga's trying to tell us that he's not quitting, bro. Like I understand it for the team morale, blah blah blah, but bro, anyone that watches Draymond Green or watches the Warriors, you know right away, bro. Draymond not even talking to the refs no more. Bro, he just put his head like if somebody scores, he just puts his head down, runs back. He doesn't even really get mad at anyone on defense. Like, bro, he doesn't really care right now, bro. I don't blame him to be honest. Like he's 36 at the end of the day. So
I think also Brizo, and I was noticing this too a little bit of a while ago, like maybe like a month ago or 2 months ago. I think his confidence is gone. Like
you
I
think
just
so?
think his confidence, and maybe it's coincided with when Jimmy got hurt. Because I don't think people realized when Jimmy got hurt. My one of the first things I said was it's like Draymond's flaws are about to get magnified. He's about to get exposed. And you know what I think? I think Jimmy covered up for Draymond defensively in some ways people don't realize. Because Jimmy's like a legit, like high-level help defender. As a help defender, the rotations, he's a 6'7" body, like he's strong. And he could rebound a little bit. I think Draymond, who on this team is as good of a defender as Jimmy at the wing? Nobody.
Nobody. And this is
Like,
older Jimmy. It's not even young Jimmy.
nobody. Like, it's not even a question because Gee cannot guard at all.
He just has,
And
bro. He has like soccer feet, bro.
and then Moody's hurt. Like, if Moody was out there, Moody could be like okay. But like Moody's just hurt. I mean, Moody's actually more than okay.
Moody creates turnovers, like
Yeah,
that's
he's a
thing.
defensive playmaker. He's a defensive
Yeah, he
playmaker.
creates turnovers.
But like, I don't know, man. I just think Draymond. Some of it, I also feel bad for him. I just think it's one of those things where it's not one of those situations, Brizo, where a guy's playing badly and he can kind of just play himself out of it. I just think this is who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing. You know, when players like Clay would have these stretches back in like 2018, 2019. Like, he would have like these stretches where he would struggle, but you knew he would snap out of it. He would play himself into great games, into great performances, into great stretches. But the player that Clay, Draymond, these guys are now, they can't really play themselves out of what they are. They just are what they are.
They can't, bro.
They've dealt with some
It's
very,
just
very.
father time, bro.
It's father time, and it's in the injuries too. I actually think, like, bro, Steph, obviously he's dealing with the knee situation, but bro, I think with Draymond and Clay, they dealt with some very, very big injuries. Like,
I don't know. Draymond's never really had a serious injury in
so
his
no.
career,
So here's the
though.
thing with Draymond, right? Draymond for years, Brizo has been playing through some back and shoulder issues, and even some
And elbow.
the
Do
hip.
you see his elbow, bro?
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you,
He has a
Draymond.
baseball in his elbow, bro.
You know what it is with Draymond, and I think this is actually kind of underrated about him. Even when he's like at 70 or 60%, like he'll still go out there and play. Like how many years has Draymond just not like he missed like a bunch of time? It doesn't happen. He usually plays between 65 and 75 games. I mean, he'll miss games here and there. He'll definitely miss games. But Draymond, he's not like super injury prone. It's not like he's missing like months at a time. The only season that kind of happened was 2022. But he came back and we won the title. I know he was up and down in that playoff run, but he was, he still impacted winning. So, but my point is this. Draymond is in one of those positions now. He's like Clay. You got to come off the bench. Different roles, different skill sets. But I think Clay at this stage of his career is like an eighth man. And I think Draymond at this stage of his career is like an eighth man. I think they're both.
I think he might be worse. He might be worse, bro. Draymond might be at the stage of the career where, like, some nights it's DMPs, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
bro. I think his dad gone, bro.
That
Like,
is a big one.
I
That's a
think
big
people are
statement.
just beating around the bush at this point, bro. Like,
That's a big statement.
I can't ignore my eyes anymore, bro.
So you think that there's certain games where we would be better off DMPing him?
Yes, bro. Certain matchups,
Haven't we already kind of seen it this season?
certain
We've
matchups,
already kinda seen it
certain
play out.
matchups,
So
he's not
yes.
needed, bro.
So YG, yes. The answer is yes. That we have won, many games without Draymond, or not many, but we've definitely won a handful of games. But I think like a DNP means that you're pretty much borderline. I mean, maybe you could make the argument you're borderline not a player, like an NBA player.
You know the role he should be in. If
You know,
people
Kaminga
remember
was
this,
getting.
you remember the Richard Jefferson role with the
Assistant coach?
Cavs in 2016.
Yeah.
In the regular season, he used to get DNPs. But Ty Lue
Okay,
would tell him, yo, like, stay ready,
I
stay
see what you're
ready.
saying.
And
Yeah.
then the
Okay.
playoffs came, and then we got into every match. There was a different matchup. Like, I remember
So
when
like,
they played
okay,
Indiana, Channing Frye played more. And then they got to
who
the
would get?
finals, they benched Kevin Love and started him.
So who got a DMP for us tonight?
Uh,
Nobody. Everyone played. So let me ask
was
you this:
Matt
do you think?
Le'Veon? He was the DMP?
No, I think.
Or were they eligible to play?
Yeah.
Pat Spencer,
All right.
like those
Do
minutes
you
need to
think?
end, man.
All right, wait. Let me ask you this: do you
They
think
need to
GP? Okay,
fucking end it,
who's
man.
closer to a DMP level player, GP2 or Draymond?
Draymond.
Wow. Yeah, you might be
And
right.
GP2,
Actually,
I don't even think GP2 is going to be in the NBA next year.
really?
Nah, I don't think so. Who's going to pick him up? He's a
Did you see
33-year-old 6'2" big man.
So Draymond said, someone asked him, should Steph come back? He said, if there's an inkling of doubt with his knee, no. But if he's healthy and can play, absolutely. So, yeah. He's kind of reiterating the same message that Kerr is.
He's a company man.
They just keep repeating the same thing over and over again, bro. Can somebody be the grown up and just come out and tell us the truth, bro? Stop wasting our time, bro.
Yeah. I just, it's a waste of a season. You see, Brizo, like they wasted so many years. I think the biggest waste of a season is 2023, 2024. Those 2 years, they fucking threw it away. Steph was what you could argue in 23. I know the Nuggets won the title, but Steph was in that conversation, like as you know,
He was
one
like
of
he
the
was
one of
top
if not
two,
the
top
best.
three player.
Yeah, top two, top three. Like people give it to Jokic, that's fine, but Steph
To
was
me, it
in
was
that.
like him. It was the 2023 year. It was Jokic and then Steph.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
And then
Luka missed the
2020.
playoffs that year. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, they missed the
And then
playoffs.
Kawhi was in hell. Who else was left? LeBron and AD. Like
Giannis got first rounded.
Giannis guy, Jimmy Butler killed him in the first round.
But what I'm saying is, okay, then in 2024, you remember how that went down. He won Clutch Player of the Year, and he was
You
bro.
know,
He
Giannis
was.
hasn't been out the first round since 2022.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That was the
Yeah, bro.
last. That was the last time you won a series.
Do you think he gets traded?
Yeah, but like at this point, like I don't even. I'm kind of worried with Giannis, bro. Like I just don't. I don't see his game. I said this for a while. I don't see his game aging well. But don't get me wrong. If we could still trade for him, would I do it? Of
He's
course.
31.
Yeah, I would still take that risk because he's still. It's not like he's 33 or
He's
34.
not young.
Yeah, but 31. But it's still worth the risk because
All
the
right, wait.
position we're in, it's still worth
I
trading
just
for
thought
him.
about this, Brizo. Is it true? I just thought about this now. Is Giannis closer to Kawhi in terms of age than he is to Shea?
Yeah, I think so. How old is Shea?
I think he's 27 or
And then
28.
Kawhi is what 34
Yeah.
or
Shea
turning
is 20.
35 or is he
Yeah, Shea's
35?
27.
Shea's 27. Yeah, I think he's closer to. Or
Kawhi's
he's like
34.
right in the middle,
He's
kind of.
right in the middle. But actually, if you look, yeah, he's
I don't
closer to
know if
Kawhi.
Kawhi's turning 35. He might be turning 35
He's
though.
closer to Kawhi because Kawhi's 34. Giannis is, I think,
But I think
31.
Kawhi's
And
turning 35 this year though. I think.
bro, I'm telling you, Giannis is getting a little older.
The
Like,
thing is with
and
Giannis, that's what I'm saying. Like
and he's injury prone.
I think Giannis, whatever team gets him,
Is it fair to say that he's injury prone? Can you say that?
at this point in his career, yeah, he hasn't played in a playoff. He's been hurt every playoffs for the last like 3 years.
Yeah, yeah. I just
2023, he missed the playoffs. 2024, I mean, no, 2023 he played, but he missed like a couple of games. 2024, he missed the playoffs. Last year, how many games did he play last year? Did he play every game in the series last year?
Giannis, I think he might have missed a game.
Yeah, like he's just been hurt. He's been hurt, and it's the same injury, bro. It's that calf. But the thing is, bro, the way he plays, like I'm trying to think of guys that played like that, like the physical, like guys like that, bro. Like you can compare it to Shaq, maybe a little bit. Like they don't age well, bro, because there's no like he hasn't developed anything. Like people are gonna tell me, oh, like he shoots this percentage from the mid range, bro. Stop it, man. That shit is fake as hell, bro. Ain't nobody worried
No,
about a
yeah,
Giannis mid range jump shot, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
His touch is terrible. Like he still doesn't shoot free throws well, and he can't fit into like if Giannis comes to your team, you have to play Giannis ball, unless he wants to be a garbage man and just pick and roll, which he doesn't want to do. Like he wants to get it off the glass and run the fast break. Like he wants to have the ball in the half court. Like a lot of things change when you get Giannis, bro. like a lot. Like, but the thing is, he's still 30-13. So 30-13 is
Breezer,
nothing to scoff at, though.
are you seeing this like little kind of back and forth from between Shea and Jalen Brown? This little like game they're playing.
Yeah, I seen Jalen Brown. He's been doing that since like last
So
year,
you
though.
hear like Jalen Brown's trying to like say stuff like, because when they played that last matchup, that was like maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, he was talking about like free throws and ethical basketball. Some guys flail, some guys right like earn their calls. So Jalen Brown was kind of calling. It sounded like he was hinting at Shea getting an unfair whistle compared to players like him who actually attack the basket and draw contact. Physical, they play physical brand.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, now today, Shea said
Shea actually
about
spoke this time.
about Jalen Brown. He said he's done a really good job of getting to the free throw line, especially against us. I think it's 14 twice. So 28 free throws in 2 games, pretty good job. The best players in the history of the game go to the free throw line. It's a part of the game and the most efficient way to score points statistically. Now, I don't think he's like throwing a crazy shot at Jalen Brown, but he's making a point there. Like, you're getting calls. You got calls against us. You went to the line. And it's a good thing. Like, you're supposed to get calls because the best players draw. They're able to draw fouls. I'm noticing this little back and forth between them, and they know because the MVP. I think it's Shea's, but I mean the media is trying to make it. You heard Stephen A. Michael Wilbon, like these guys are coming out. They're making different
Bro, those
cases.
guys don't even watch games, bro. Michael
Yeah, I know.
Wilbon, bro. Do you know who Michael Wilbon's voted in the last 10 years? Do you want to know which player he's voted the most for MVP?
LeBron.
James fucking Harden. Is James Harden a
Really?
defender? Because
Wow.
that's why he said he didn't want to vote for Luka, right? He said, "Oh, Luka doesn't play defense." Since when does that matter in the fucking MVP case? When does that ever matter? Jokic has 3 fucking MVPs. Jokic plays defense. Like, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
who's like starting this, bro. Like, I don't know if it's because Wemby is going on the PR run. I don't know why everybody needs to go on this PR run. Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, if everybody watches the games, bro.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's I guess the new generation.
Wemby has a
Yeah.
big enough
Hey, I
fan
respect
base,
I respect Wemby for saying all that, man.
bro. But yeah, I respect it, but at the same time, it's like I don't think it's needed because now it's like, why are guys like Luca, bro? I get it. Luca has a lot of flaws. 33-9-9 is 33-9-9. Like, we can't also just scoff at it like, yo, that shit, bro. Anybody can do it. No,
He's
not
produced. I
anybody
mean, they're
can do
winning
that, bro.
games.
Like,
They're winning games.
that's what I'm saying. Like, and Wemby hasn't even played a playoff game, bro. Like,
This
what if he
Draymond.
goes 4 for 17 in the game in the playoffs, bro?
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
That
Yeah,
can
the
happen,
playoffs.
bro.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be a conversation. This Draymond quote came out. Let's go to Discord. I want to read this and talk about it because he was saying he's speaking very passionately. So let's go to Discord. I'm gonna read this quote over there.